Hello guys, today I would like to draw your attention to the Filecoin. Why exactly this asset? Simply because I see some interesting formations and situation on its chart, and I think based on what I calculated on its chart technically, I think this asset has a lot of potential for the bounce next cycle, and it is worth paying attention to. Basically, what Filecoin stands for? It stands for the decentralized storage network. I think this technology is very important in our modern world, and it has to be developed because most of the data storages, they are databases, they are centralized, and clouds, they all are centralized, and thus our information, our personal information, sensitive information is under the danger of being compromised by the huge corporations and governments. Therefore, your personal data and financial data is not safe. It is not private. But the decentralized storage technology can change that and guarantee your privacy and the storage and the safety of your data. I think this technology has much potential, a lot of potential, and it has to be studied and developed. That is why I pay my attention to the projects like this. Filecoin, let's look at what is the history of this coin. For now, what we can see on the chart. Basically, we can see that it had an immense pump during this cycle, the ascending phase that we had recently in the 2020, 2021. As you can see, it pumped up to $237 on Coinbase. This is the Coinbase chart. And then it got smashed back down to its ground. What are the reasons for this such a pump and then for such a great absorption? First of all, the reasons for this pump are basically this coin was very trending, very hypey. As you can see on coin market cap, more than 300,000 people added this coin to their watch list. It is a lot. Even after dropping that much from $237 to $5, its market capitalization, it's still above 1 billion, which I would prefer to go back under 1 billion before I start accumulating this coin. Not accumulating, but simply buying and trading it as I plan. Another reason is its low total supply. The current total supply, we will be back to it. It is only 227 million Filecoins, and that corresponds to the price we reached, $230. It is normal for the supply like this and the demand like this that we have here. Also, we can see that the reason why it was so popular during this ascending phase of the current cycle is that Grayscale, the leading company, the trust fund that connects the crypto industry with the traditional world, called Grayscale, it created a separate single asset fund for the Filecoin, as you can see here. So basically they believe in it, and this company always knows the insides of this market. As you can see, they have a lot of trusts like Bitcoin, Chainlink, Decentralized, Ethereum, Litecoin, Solana even added, Stellar, and others. So basically, after this company adds an asset to their fund, they after a half a year and a year, they pump heavily these assets that they add to their fund. Basically, as you can see, we cannot see Polkadot here, but I will tell you that Polkadot is also in their possession, because but they added it to the I guess to the smart contract platform Ethereum fund or digital large cap fund. Let's look at it and find out. No, they hold it right here in this digital large cap fund. Only 1.25% Polkadot, as you can see here. But I think it is also here in the smart contract trust fund. Yes, we can see 14% is here too. So as you can see, they don't create a single asset fund trust for the Polkadot here, but instead they create a Filecoin single asset trust. That gives a lot of insight to me that basically Grayscale believes in it. For now, it is mostly one of the lowest trusts. Not, oh, okay, Solana is even lower. It is not that big, but it was before the Filecoin. No. Yes, we can see that Filecoin is the smallest single asset trust right now. It was higher, but the price went lower, and that is why it is the lowest right now. But the thing is that they pay attention to it and they are holding still. They provide this coin to their clients, and we have some reasons to believe that everything is going to be good with this asset. What is wrong with it? Why it fell so deeply? Because, as I said you the rule before, when all the market was heating up, it was pumping like crazy, up only mode, I told you that the higher and the faster in time the asset and the market is going up, the heavier, the harder will be the dump. All that movement that the price moved on the high speeds, they will be absorbed. And as you can see, we are back to the point where we started our movement, our extreme pumping, extreme ascending movement for Filecoin and the other assets. Some of you can say that it is a shitcoin because it fell so deep, but you can be back to Litecoin or Ethereum even. In 2018, then Ethereum went from $1,400 to $76, and it also looked pretty much fucked up then, because it looked like it is a shitcoin. And what happened next? I will tell you that this price action doesn't mean anything at all. Why? Because if we can see such big people investing in it, believing in it, Pantera Capital, A16Z investment fund, Grayscale, and others, I think everything is going to be okay with Filecoin. They simply try to shake a lot of people who were entering here to the ground, and they will reaccumulate somewhere here and will be waiting for the next cycle to get the profit. Why I think it is worth buying Filecoin and holding it? This is because I see the chart and some of my drawings that I follow and I share with you always. This is creating the global trend lines. Global trend lines we build here based on our spots that we were accumulating and holding a line from which we took off. As you can see, this is that zone. And what we can expect from us, I don't know where the price is going to stop. Sincerely, nobody can tell you that, because it may be now, but based on the weekly closing, I can see that if we close with the red candle here, we will have at least another dip down to 450 or 360. I don't know. Maybe we will come to 250, where we have our global bottom here for the Filecoin. But I wouldn't wait for the price to come there, because a lot of people expect it to come to this global support, and there are higher chances that we won't get there. So I would start buying this coin around $4.50, $4, maybe even $3.50 to add, but basically $4.54 is a good price to start buying it. Even now it is a good price, but I wouldn't buy it unless we will resecure this range support at 650. While we are below it, I am expecting lower prices and will be buying lower. What are the perspectives of this coin here? Basically, first of all, I looked at it and I thought it will be easy for this coin to be back up, even if it doesn't perform well during the next altcoin season. It would pump heavily via the speculations of the big money, because the 227 million coins can allow you to do that, and it is logical. But when I read the white paper of this asset, I find out that it is mineable, and the total supply, we don't have it here mentioned here, but the total possible supply of this coin in the future is 2 billion coins. And that is a catch here, because it is like Bitcoin, it is mineable, but Bitcoin is highly limited. But Filecoin is going to be will have a big supply in the future, and that is why it can go much lower. $5 for 2 billion assets coin, it is too much, and it won't be able to be back to hundreds somewhere here. But for now, we don't have that supply, and it will be mined in the future, I guess. So that is why we still got time to have a great bounce. Based on our global trend lines, there are two trend lines that I told you a lot of times already that we will be back to it during the next ascending phase of the next cycle. We will be back to it. We can see these two green genuine global trend lines. So basically, this one around $40-50, it is the one that we will reach sooner or later, whether you like it or not. It is just a matter of time and how fast the market is going to recover and when it is going to start the recovery. So I will tell you that this second global trend line is also on the radar. It is possible for us to reach it. Why? Basically because we are having this asset. I don't expect this asset to make new highs. It has to be clear for you guys. I don't think that it is going to make new highs, but I think it will have a great bounce back to form a lower high in the next cycle. For example, we either get back to it, get rejection, get back, and we'll be sliding under this line, or we'll be finding somewhere here, rejection, then restore and be back to it. And this is where we will have our global reversal point. I'm looking here for the macro bounce of this coin that will get on board a lot of new hamsters who didn't buy here, who were disappointed in this asset and its price action, and they will be back when it will be somewhere here. Only then they will draw their attention, when it will be already 10x. 10x is not a question for this coin. It will be reached like most of the other fundamental assets on the crypto market. But the thing is that Filecoin is able to give us more, at least 20x and even more. With that bounce, I am expecting we either make this scenario, let's give me free this, and we will see. No, we already broke it. That is why we are counting on these global trend lines and how the price is going to react upon the touch of them. If we see the reversal, it is going to bail out. It is designed to bail out. If we are reclaiming it and going higher and hold it, we are going higher to this one. I think both of them are going to be reached. It is just a matter of time. Plus, I have an additional indicator that tells me that the price will be back to $120. Not only these global trend lines, although they never fail me, but we can turn on the Accumulation shift indicator that we usually use, and turn on the monthly chart. And what you can see here, we can see that our Accumulation shift is around $120 as resistance. It reminds me the situation with the weekly situation on RAN. As you remember, when it broke here, I'm sorry for all those drawings, I can turn them off because I use them actively. When we broke it, we lost the Accumulation shift support, then started consolidating, and we had the reversal, and we reached this Accumulation shift resistance and even broke it. Draw another resistance here, global counter trend line, but the fact is that we reached it. No matter when we are reaching it, sooner or later the price always reaches it. And we have the same situation with Filecoin now, only on the more global time frame, and this looks perfect for me. Why? Because no matter where our bottom is going to be, whether here or higher, I think we are going to slide somewhere here under this resistance, maybe retest it, then get back upon this global range support, consolidate upon it, and we will start the recovery. And sooner or later we will reach this resistance around $120. And this is the reason, this is the second reason. These are my global trend lines. This is the first reason to expect the price there, and the second one is the Accumulation shift resistance here, and simply the logic behind the TA that after a huge down, the bounce is happening to create the lower high. and lower high cannot be very low. It can be, it should be at least at upon some global resistance. As you can see, this is one range, one huge range, or you can divide it into smaller, and this is the second range, global macro range. And as you can see, to create the lower high on the macro level on the monthly chart, we need to get at least here to create the NOR, and we will be, I think this coin, the more coins will be in the circulation in the after the mining, the lower its price is going to be. I don't think this one is going to create a lot of all-time highs or all-time highs at all, but we are here for this bounce. $120 bounce I'm expecting on Filecoin. And additional pleasant thing here is that this coin can be longed and shorted. On Binance, you can see that in the coin margin section, you can see that Filecoin is presented there. So if you buy somewhere here in the good spot and you see that Bitcoin started reversing and started recovery, you can open the smallest possible long with your X1, X2, I don't know what Binance has at the moment, the lowest. You will open the smallest long with the Filecoin as margin that you have, and you will multiply the quantity of your Filecoins and hold it until you reached at least $50. This is the first global resistance somewhere here, or it is up to you to decide, or around $120. This is my strategy for this coin, and I think the potential is great here, especially if you long it. Forget about the price, simply trade it and multiply it like a lot of people did with Ethereum and Bitcoin during the previous bull run. The same is up to you. It is not the financial advice. You definitely have to do your research and trust your gut, trust your feelings, whether you are down to this strategy or not, or you are going to stick to yours. Definitely never rely on my analysis. It is simply my thoughts that I share. Think for yourself, guys, and make your own decisions. Goodbye. Have a nice day.